Hey friends, this is Rick Green with today's Constitutional Minute. We're going to be diving into the First Amendment, and just a few days ago we celebrated, like we do every year, Religious Freedom Day. We do that on the anniversary of the 1786 passage of Thomas Jefferson's Virginia Statute of Religious Freedom. And that basic value of giving broad protections to religious freedoms and our inalienable rights of conscience, it was guaranteed at the federal level in our First Amendment. It's why the First Amendment says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That right to hold specific religious beliefs and then act on them, behave and live and work in accordance with those beliefs, that's what our First Amendment protects. I like how Thomas Jefferson put it. He said, no provision in our Constitution ought to be dearer to man than that which protects the rights of conscience against the enterprises of the civil authority. In other words, against government intervening. Our rulers can have no authority over such natural rights, only as we have submitted to them. The rights of conscience we never submitted. We could not submit. We're answerable for them only to our God. James Madison also said, government is instituted to protect property of every sort. Conscience is the most sacred of all property. But just look at what the courts have done to this sacred principle in just the last few decades. The rights of conscience have been reduced primarily to the right of religious expression, basically worship service on the weekend, which is a significant narrowing of the original intent of this provision in our Constitution. The court, basically acting like legislators, created out of thin air this thing we call the lemon test. And it protects religious expression, but only if that religious expression serves a secular purpose and a motivation. That makes our rights of conscience basically irrelevant. It's led us down this tyrannical path to the point where now, if your religious conscience says that you can't participate in a homosexual wedding or the funding and promotion of abortions, or if you hold religious beliefs that say that there's a difference in the genders, you can be prosecuted. In America, it's time for us to remember that the foundation of all of our religious liberties is the right of religious conscience and to act on that conscience. We've got to vigorously defend this right by first educating ourselves and then our fellow citizens, but then using and living our freedom by participating in the process. This has been Rick Green with today's Constitutional Minute.